Hello there, Eric Renno here from tipsquirrel.com, and in this video we'll be looking at white balance. Now here we've got a photograph loaded into Adobe Camera Raw that is really suffering white balance problems. Now, there's a couple of ways we can sort this out, so let's go and look at the first one of those. Up in the top right hand corner you can see it says as shot as the white balance, and that's not going to help us here at all. In fact, I know from when I shot this that my best option is probably going to be tungsten because it was under some lights. So let's click on that, and it's already looking much better. So if I press auto here just to sort out the rest of the sliders, very rough and ready, you can see that there's much better picture. If I go back to as shot, you can see it was very red, and then down to tungsten, much better. But is it perfect? I don't think so. Let's go and have a little wander around, and to do this I'm going to come up to the toolbar and I'm going to choose the white balance tool. If I click on that and then start wandering around the picture, if I stop on one of these napkin things here and then take a look under the histogram where we've got the red, green and blue, you can see we're missing a lot of blue. If that's an equal shade, all three of those figures should read the same, if not very similar. So I know that I'm missing more blue, and our temperature slider under that has already gone left into the blue already when we changed to tungsten, but it's asking for a little bit more. Well, down on the sweet jar down here on the left hand side there is another area of grey. So if I go down here and have a look at that, you can see it's missing a lot of blue as well. So I'm going to click somewhere down here and see what the difference that makes to the picture, and it pops straight out. Now we already thought the tungsten looked good, now we're looking even better. Let's go back up to my napkin and we can see that they're very much more similar. In fact, blue is now more blue than any red or green, and the picture looks much better. So let's just compare those two, custom to tungsten, and you can see a world of difference. Now let's go back to custom. Okay, so all I did there was grabbed hold of the tool, went and found somewhere that I knew was a neutral colour that should have roughly the same red, green and blue attributes, and clicked on it, and there we go, it sorted out my white balance. So while I'm here, let's nip over into the HSL grayscale slider, convert to grayscale, and then let's put this into a little bit of a sepia tones, 33 maybe, and then 22. I'm just tabbing to go down to the next one, 33 again, and 11, and that looks a little bit better. And then go one more across, two more across to the post-crop vignetting, and let's make this one down there somewhere around about the 50 mark, minus 50ish, and then bring in the midpoint a little bit, not by very much, don't want too much, and then the feather will bring up quite a bit to around the 80ish mark. There we go, that looks better. Now because it's a post-crop vignette, it does mean that we can then go and crop our image, and it will keep that nice vignette for us. There we go. In fact, that's probably too much vignette now. Stay that back out. There we go. That's much nicer. So there we go. We've gone from a very badly exposed photograph to a reasonable one. It's not going to go up on my wall, I'll be honest, but it looks a lot better than when we first loaded it into Adobe Camera Raw, and that was all thanks to the white balance tool, which you can get from the toolbar or press I on the keyboard. That's it from me. My name's Eric. You'll find more of me and some other great writers at tipsquirrel.com.